you know, 'cause he's always there, or she, whatever you want to say. But he's out there flying around and creating all sorts of different stuff that move our solar system. All these planets, because they were all in a row, and they were like, we could get a good view of them all if we do it at this time, and we could get all the planets, because it would have taken years to go to them all. So this was a whole great time. So this is a great time for the frequency capture. And they're electromagnetic waves, and without any atmosphere out in the vastness of space, yeah, you're gonna have electromagnetic waves. Translates into sound waves when you throw them down here on Earth, you know, because there's an atmosphere that, and there's a human ear to pick it up, not a device up there calculating all these vibrations going on. The observer, or Hans Cousto, which is a either Swedish or Scandinavian mathematician, and he calculated the rotations of the Earth and the planets from the Earth's perspective and of around the Sun, and calculated it into frequency of what the frequency is of that planet. But I don't think he calculated of the energy of what Mercury would be doing if it crossed its path. Jupiter gets super close to another planet, it could change that frequency. Then he also calculated the beats per minute there, and it's a great thing. So I've used those calculations too, but I cross-reference and make sure that it's sound. And then just to bring that into a musical form, because it is sound frequencies. It's amazing. Planets are amazing. The sulfagic frequencies are interesting too, but they're not like, like I said, there's a frequency out there that could boil water. What is that frequency? Everybody's being quiet. There's a guy that has, I mean, I'll post a video about this guy about his machine that boils water, but he died with that secret.
A 92-year-old Christchurch inventor claims to have come up with a novel way to make a cup of tea. He's invented a contraption that he claims uses the power of sound to boil water. Beverly Lockhart went to investigate.
It looks like a desk lamp, is cool to the touch and appears to be doing nothing until it comes into contact with water. 92-year-old former Spitfire pilot Peter Davey claims his invention uses the power of sound to boil water.
Yes, they're a bit baffled how it works. Nobody really knows how it works.
Davey believes high-frequency sonic vibrations emitted from within the silver bulb cause the water to boil. He says the idea came to him 50 years ago when he noticed different saxophone notes caused different household items to rattle. The mains-powered gizmo has experts intrigued.
Never seen anything like it in my life, as they say.
Professor Williamson has his doubts about Davy's acoustic theory and suspects there are two simple electrodes inside the boiler.
It's the conductivity of the water that provides the path for the current and provides the resistance to give the heating.
I'm careful that I don't divulge everything. I'm waiting to get a manufacturer that's prepared to put some money into it.
And if he does get it on the shelves, he's already got one interested customer.
If I saw one in a shop, I'd buy one, because I think they're interesting little bit of technology, however it is they work.
But for now, Davey is savouring his gizmo's success and sticking to his own unique theory on how it works.
And then there's another video that I just actually posted that they have a bubble inside of water that starts, all this energy goes and it creates heat. It's amazing. I mean, where is that stuff? Why aren't we privy to what that frequency is? Or maybe we can be. We just need to come up with have a position of experimentation. Of doing it. And there's all those stories about people, I mean, I don't want to get conspiratory, but those people that start doing it, that they get defunded or they get funded to go away. It's like, I'll pay you $1 million to take this, and then they shelve it. And that's too bad, man. These frequencies are amazing, and they're there for us. It's like if all the guys died today that know how to make a cell phone and all the electronics that we have, we would be in the dark ages again. So all this stuff, because it breaks down, because they make it last for about a year, and then you get a new one, Then everything would start going out. Besides, like maybe if it's made well, to be able to be upgradable, and it's more sustainable, and it's a better company for it. If you become a place where, we're going to calculate for all this new stuff that could be happening, and create our device to accommodate, because there's nothing wrong with that device. The device has got a housing, you could put the new chip in it or whatever and make it the same thing. But it's always newer, better, bigger, faster things that just take up. That's just what it is. It's just, I get it. You want to make money? Do it. But like, the frequencies change, make something sustainable. That's what it is. It's frequently changing. You could blast a sine wave for, say this is exactly 8.3 hertz, 7.3 hertz, and you can blast that sine wave. But in reality, life is changing. Planets change. Like I was saying before the camera was on, Jupiter is a big, bad, awesome thing. It's huge. It's not bad, but it's like a big planet. Big. Got a lot of energy. It crosses the path of Venus in a different zone. Jupiter's frequency changes. Mercury, the retrograde motion. Mercury is you pass a planet with a satellite back in 1976 or whenever it was, it's going to change to 2019. It was just going through this phase, and you capture it and you say, that's Uranus. That's exactly what Uranus sounds like. I don't know, I don't think so. So that's the zone of planetary frequencies. It's always changing. So I'll take a snapshot of either the Uranus, which NASA said that it was back in 1976 or whatever it is, whatever they're doing. That's a snapshot. That's not Uranus now, or Uranus, whatever you want to say. I mean, Uranus is always changing too. You look at it. You were a kid, and now you're an adult. Uranus changed, but that's a joke. Changes. They're saying the human resonance is just changing. I've been trying to find what that resonance is. And I'll keep looking. But to keep solid on, oh yeah, this is exactly what Jupiter is, this is exactly what Mars is. It's not. I just capture just those places in the music for that time that they captured it. It could probably have changed. Like Fleetwood Mac's music. They're like a time capsule. We hear it all the time when we go to the classic rock station or Nirvana. You know, they're not doing it now, but they captured that place. Like a painting of Van Gogh, it's a whole time capsule of the dude's mind at that time. There's only been like really one form, you know, 440, A440 for a while, or 432, you know, like these are different tunings. And to bring another tone, frequency into other people's consciousness, they never really thought about it that way.
So far from here, so near to you. No gravity, no gravity. This electric universe, hold me, all you. No gravity, no gravity.
You know, the observer that they talk about and what the bleep do we know, you know, that little eye test, and monitoring what the different changes of the frequencies of Jupiter or the different changes of frequencies of Mars. I mean, that's interesting. and they have an effect if you want to use astrology. I mean, astrology definitely talks about the changes in consciousness when things are crossing each other. They create more different energy paths, and then that affects the mind of us because we're a part of that system. You know, I want to know more. I mean, or I could take a telescope and look, and that's interesting because then you have the waves of our atmosphere. It's just music, you know. Like if you're not a musician or an art, or like in that zone. I mean, some people do feel that, you know, think of it in those terms, you know. Like, but some don't. I mean, it's just music, right? And it's like if it's good, it's good, you know, or you know, if it's bad, or you have no opinion, you know, whatever it is. But like when you talk about it in a different form, it's interesting in a way. It's like I've never thought of it that way. Exactly that, a new place of thought. That's what I get all the time. People are like, whoa, that's cool. You know, some are more intrigued and some aren't, you know. But if it sounds good, I mean, really, and the intentions there of my intention with Planetary Moods is groove it and enjoy it, and my love for the music and love for the sound and the love for the cosmos. Planets are amazing. It's just our cosmic neighbors. The beauty of that place, and the capability to be able to change. It is just a natural place of like figuring out how and why. We're just a mystery, and it's a mystery, and it's a beautiful place. There's no real way to know until we go out in outer space and do it. There'll be more videos, really, for sure. Turn it up loud and enjoy it, and groove to it and listen to it a lot, and click on the subscription below. and hit that bell icon. But that and buy the album, and if you like what we're doing, support us.
Libertad.